morning on Two-Notch Road, Ronin MMA Fitness. I'm going to get that out. And it's just a different way, great way to get into shape, train, of course. Not only that, you can learn a few things about keeping yourself safe. The grandfather idea, man who came up with it all. Well, not probably MMA, but at least Ronin Fitness here on Two-Notch Road. Brandon Culver. First of all, welcome. What a great gym, man.
Thank you.
What is Ronin Fitness? What does that mean?
What is Ronin Fitness? Well, it's a place where you can come that where we combine Muay Thai kickboxing
Okay.
and strength training
Right.
and personal training all into one deal.
Now, what I did notice this morning, and this is your normal class. You guys aren't here for TV. You're here because you're here. It's not. You think of kickboxing, you think of the big tough guys, and you've seen all the TV, and they're screaming and yelling, and they got weird haircuts. But you've got just folks, men and women, just here training.
Right, and that's exactly what we want to do. We want to get out that you don't have to be a fighter or want to be a fighter or to actually get benefit from this type of exercise.
Right.
It doesn't take that kind of person.
What kind of exercise are they going to get from this? I mean, how is exercising, beating the heck out of a heavy bag or whatever?
For one thing, a lot of cardio and a lot of endurance training.
Okay.
There's not a lot of resistance training with weights and
Right.
whatnot.
So you get the weights, everybody knows this,
Right.
the curls and all that.
Right. Which is going to help you lose weight more effectively.
Okay.
Okay. So, like I say, a lot of cardio and endurance training.
Right. Right. So when folks come in, what's a good number of classes a week? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Classes per week?
Yeah. When you want to come in, you want to start a kickboxing program, something like this here at Ronin.
Usually people start 3 days a week. I have 9 classes per day. I have morning classes and evening classes. You can pretty much come in whenever you want as long as you come in on a time slot. So every single class you come in, you're going to be trained by me every single time.
And that was the second question, is you're not just coming in, these folks have been in with you a while, you're not saying, here's a bag, go beat the heck out of it, right?
Right.
You're actually getting trained, and that's an important part of any training, whether it's at a gym or an MMA studio.
Right. Exactly.
Why is that important? You probably hurt yourself if you don't know what you're doing, right?
Right. It's important to have a trainer at all times because of education.
Right.
9 times out of 10 people do not get to their fitness goals because they don't have the education, the know-how to, number one, perform the exercises correctly, and number 2, understanding diet and how to eat.
And that's a key thing as well. You are what you eat, as they say. And what's the old adage? You can't out-exercise a bad diet. True. Right. So we're gonna be hanging out here at Ronin MMA on Two-Notch Road. Yes, I'm gonna get in there. I'm probably gonna get hit a little bit too. So I know you're excited about that, Brett and Freddie. We're gonna talk about diets and some basic moves you can try before you get in here and let this fitness bug kind of get into your system as well. The links for you at WACH.com. We're live and local all morning long, getting our workout on a Training Tuesday. Is this the right? Is this? Yeah.
Somewhat.
There we go. Just like that. Stay with us. We're coming back.
What's up, Isaac?
Guys, we're live and local this morning on Two-Notch Road at Ronin MMA Fitness. Great place to come on and get your kickboxing on. Of course, we're talking about training. We all want to be in shape because it's the first of the year. And a lot of that, I hate to say it, comes with diets. You are what you eat, as they say, right?
Absolutely.
Brandon Culver, the brainchild behind Ronin MMA Fitness. So, of course, diet is really important. You can't out-exercise a bad diet. So if you're eating junk, you're not going to feel great. You're not going to get your best you out of it. But we're talking about the MMA studio now. Of course, it is more than just the actual hitting and kicking to the full fitness profile. So, like, when you're looking at a gym, if you come here to Ronin or wherever you go, what kind of stuff can you find in an MMA gym besides the fighting? I see these heavy bags and different bags here and things.
Yeah, the heavy bags, the Thai pads, the strength training.
Sure.
But as far as the diet goes, you want to sit down with every specific person. Each person needs to have a diet plan.
Okay.
Specific to their needs. For instance, you can't give the same diet to a diabetic or a pre-diabetic to a person who only needs to lose 20 or so pounds, is not anywhere near pre-diabetic or anything like that. So
it's all different. So it's important what you eat. It's more than just taking one of those fad diets on TV. You really got to look at what your profile is, your makeup, what you're trying to do as well, right?
Yeah, and you could have conditions like I've had women with PCOS, that really does affect the thyroid and really does affect hormones and metabolism and everything else. So you really have to take specific foods out and put specific foods in order to lose weight. So a lot of people out there are not losing weight and trying really hard, but they're not getting the proper foods.
Sure, and it is. It's frustrating too when you're working out. You're like, I don't get it. I mean, I go to the gym for 5 hours a day and I just can't seem to drop that pounds. I'm not going to look good in my bikini. But a lot of it is what you put in is what you're going to get out for sure. So this morning, actually, we're going to talk a little more about the different things here at the fitness. Yes, I keep getting harassed by these people here, Brandon. It's for me to actually take off my jacket and train a little bit. So it sounds like that's going to happen this morning as well. I'll tell you how easy it is. Again, don't be scared of an MMA gym. Really, I mean, yes, there is some kicking and hitting, but there's folks of all shapes and sizes and genders all coming in and getting fit and enjoying a whole different way to look at fitness here at Ronin MMA. It's on 2-Notch Road to put links for you at WACH.com. But stay with us. We're going to get our kickboxing on in just a little bit. Can I go ahead and I'm going to hit. There we go. I feel like I'm in shape. One more time. Watch it. Do it. Guys, we are live and local. Ronin and MMA. I'm going to get this done before the end of the day here on 2-Notch Road. Brandon Culver, the brainchild behind this gym, mixing, of course, MMA, mixed martial arts, consistent training, some interval training. Diet, of course, is a big thing, but it really is. You can hit all the bags you want, you can lift all the tires you want, but it comes down to having some fun, exercise, and actually feeling pretty good about yourself, right?
Absolutely.
So when you talk about MMA stuff, it's not just about the guys. You don't have to be big and tough to do this. It's a sport that anybody can do. So what are we doing here with Cameron? Let's give some examples of what you learn when you're doing this.
Well, right now she's working the Thai pads, which you can punch, knee, elbow, kick, do different kinds of things. We're doing a real simple combination of 1, 2, 3 right kick or double right kick in this instance.
Now, what exercises, what's she getting? I mean, obviously she's learning how to defend herself, which is a great side piece.
Sure.
But I mean, really, what's this doing to her body as she's getting this done?
The great thing about this, number one, is it works the entire body.
Okay.
Secondly, it works the core a lot. When she's throwing these kicks and punches, she's rotating in transverse rotation, which incorporates all the abs. Yeah, your internal, external obliques, rectus abdominis, everything in the core, lower back, all of that.
Now, when you're talking about how fit it is, she actually lost 10% body fat, correct?
Yeah, 21 pounds and 10% body fat.
Well, all just doing this. So what are some other moves? Of course, like I said, knows no bounds. What do we got over here?
Basically doing the same combination, working cardio.
Okay.
This is Jesse and Evan, and they're basically, like I say, working the same combination.
Right.
And working the same muscles, the entire body.
Okay.
But this is more about the fun of it, and you're focused on what you're doing rather than how hard you're working. She's breathing heavy.
Yeah.
She's working really hard, but
she's gonna come out with a great workout. You're not thinking, when you're in the gym and you're pushing like, oh man, another set or two. It kind of changes.
It's not grueling.
Right.
The idea is it's not grueling. You're actually focused on what you need to do.
Sure.
If I call out another combination, if I tell y'all, okay, stop, let's get a 2-3-2 combination.
What's that?
They know what a 2-3-2 is. A right hand.
Let's see that.
2-3-2. Okay.
So when you're training, so obviously the bag, you kind of know where you're going to go. So the person holding the bag is going to know where that, hopefully, where that punch is going to go.
Absolutely. They have to learn on both sides.
All right.
The coordination. So when you're thinking about and you're learning the coordination, you're not thinking about how hard you're working.
So you're working your mind, coordination, your skills, your midsection. Then of course you got these fellas over here. They're going full speed. We got to go to break, but yeah, good gracious almighty Joe Friday. You can get serious if you want to. We're at Ronin MMA Fitness here on 2-Notch Road, talking about fitness, different ways to get yourself in shape. Keep that New Year's resolution live and local. Stay with us. We're coming back.
Yeah, these
guys, we are live and local this morning on 2-Notch Road, Ronin MMA Fitness. Here learning how you mix fitness, a good diet, in with some rather physical training, MMA-style fighting. You don't have to be an MMA fighter and jump in a cage to get the best out of this. You can lose weight, feel great about your body, learn some even protection skills as well. Brandon Culver, you are the brainchild behind Ronin MMA fighting. So a couple of minutes ago, we saw Isaac kick the bloody crap out of a bag. But you don't have to be big and tough, and he's actually a real fighter, but we can learn the basics of that right here, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so what are the basics of that? What do you call that kick? It is the whiz-bang, double jump, roundhouse. What do you call it?
It's just a roundhouse kick.
Oh,
so a body kick, roundhouse kick, round kick.
Roundhouse kick. See, come on. I mean, you got to make it sound a little better. I mean, razzle-dazzle, baby. All right, step in. How are you going to teach some of the basics?
No, basically, it's really simple. It's all about turning the hip over.
Okay.
And balance.
Jump in here for a second. Let's see. We can teach you how to do this. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So the first thing you want to do is get your stance right, which is going to be about a neutral stance, right?
Okay.
Okay. Your feet are going to be, your front foot, if you're right-handed, it's going to be your left foot, okay? It's going to be about 1 o'clock.
Right.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short step to about, say, 11 or 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. That opens up my hip to move.
Right.
Because what I want to do is move this shin bone across.
Centrifugal force, kids. That's what that's called.
I'm not using the power of my quad. I'm using my hip flexors and core to actually do this. The reason why you lose more core weight, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to hit with the bottom of your shin bone. So like this, we'll start here, and turn and kick.
Strike it in.
So again, I'm gonna turn and kick.
All right, jump in. Let's see if you put this in here. All right, girl. All right, so she's gonna walk up and assume the position.
Okay, so she's got her stance.
Right.
A little bit. There you go. All right, so she's gonna step out and turn and kick with a shin bone.
Now, from an exercise standpoint, yes, I mean, you're going to kick somebody. Kids, don't kick anybody at the gym today or at school today. But from an exercise standpoint, what is this doing for her physically as well?
Well, like I said, number one is balance. Second of all, she's not actually, even though she's hitting the bag with the leg,
right?
Your leg is not really doing the work. It's the actual core muscles. It's going to be your obliques, your hip flexors, and your lower abdominals. That's actually pulling her leg across. The turning of her hips, the transverse rotation of her upper and lower body.
So your whole body really is getting a whole workout. You're not isolating, doing your biceps, you're doing the gun curls at the gym and things like that as well.
No, you burn a lot more calories when you use more muscle groups, compound movements, and this is a compound movement.
That's great stuff. All right, guys, we are live and local this morning here at Ronin MMA, learning the basics of MMA style fighting when it comes to actually fitness and getting into shape that way. Not necessarily jumping in the cage, although I'm not going to jump in that cage either. We're doing it here. We're going to put details for you at WACH.com. I'm going to learn how to do that. I'm going to show you that in about 20 minutes. Plus, we've got a real-life spar going on. You can see it at full speed what MMA-style fighting is all about. Stay with us. We're live and local. So we've been live and local all morning long on 2-Notch Road at Ronin MMA and Fitness, hanging out with the big boss. Are you a sensei when it's MMA? That's more karate, isn't it?
I just consider myself a teacher.
Just Brandon. Do we call you just Brandon, sir? What do you have to bow? All right. Anyway, Brandon, the creator of the Ronin MMA Fitness style here. Of course, all morning long we've been talking about the fitness reasons to come out. It's different. It's not rep after rep in a gym, but it's tied to nutrition, and you don't have to be a big toughie. I mean, you can be any gender, any shape, size, whatever you want, and get a lot of great exercise out of MMA.
Absolutely.
Well, how important, again, is the diet, is all that stuff when you're playing into it?
Well, the diet, and in my book, is the key to success as far as, if you're looking for weight loss.
Right.
The diet, without the diet, you're not going to, you could work out till you're blue in the face,
Sure.
you could puke, and you could do all these crazy workouts. Everybody wants to come up with crazy hard workouts.
Sure.
That's not going to do it.
Okay.
You need high intensity, don't get me wrong, but if you're not feeding yourself correctly, you're not going to get the results, period.
Right. You cannot out-exercise the bad diet, as they say. So if you want to come in and learn the basics, you don't ever have to be a cage fighter or an MMA fighter, ever really get into a big bout. You can just use this as really an overall fitness mixed in, of course, with basic training. You've got the circuit training, the cross training, as it were, as well. But if you decide you want to become more of a pro, it kind of looks like this, right? These competitors are here. Who are these guys here?
This is Evan and Isaac.
Okay.
They are amateur kickboxing fighters.
Okay.
At a couple fights. Still very much learning.
Right.
In my book, no one's really, ever going to be a master of anything.
Sure.
You just are always going to learn. You always need to go back to the basics,
and this really is not just throwing punches and kicking, right? I mean, this really is a style, and it's a skill you learn, and you have strategy, right?
Absolutely. You do have a strategy. Like, for instance, you look at Isaac. Isaac has like an 82-inch reach.
Yeah, I was going to say, he goes forever and ever. Right. Oh, my goodness.
Evan has a long reach, too, but not quite as long, so he has to worry about his arm length.
Okay.
He has to worry about getting past those arms and the jabs.
Right, so he's actually got to be closer to Isaac to get a shot in, and Isaac can reach out and touch somebody from a little further away, sure.
Or he has to work his head movement like he just did there.
Right, okay.
Just working, at different levels, like you say. You could be just here for weight loss, you could be here just for fun, or if you just want to learn Muay Thai.
You come in, you can learn that. It's Muay Thai.
Muay Thai kickboxing, yeah.
Muay Thai kickboxing. Okay, not Thai Bo. Muay Thai kickboxing, MMA fighting, of course. Thank you very much. Your students, I know you guys came in really early. Thank you to all your students who came in early and had some fun and some great stuff and a great alternative to going to the gym and just doing rep after rep after rep after rep. More likely to do that. Get a trainer, come in, get motivated by your friends. We're going to put links for you at WACH.com here so you can check out more about Ronin and, of course, the style and the fitness trends that are there for you guys as well. Good Day Columbia stays live and local till 9. I'm going to go ahead and jump in the ring. Not with Isaac or Jesse. I'm going to maybe find a stray cat down the street or something. It's about my speed. Stay with us.
Awesome. Man, thanks for you guys coming out. I appreciate that.
You got it. Clear.